From Daikin Park in Houston, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog. And normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. And today's starting pitcher, Luis Garcia. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Brent Rooker leading things off and takes a strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, that's that slurp right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems. And this one is just about as close as it gets.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turned out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Now move to first. Holliday back in on a dive. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. And now Gunnar Henderson. Throw safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And that is downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Colton Cowser.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Kyle Schwarber stands in now and watches strike one. Here's your one. And a big swing and a miss.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Goes down looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Dyken Park, and today's starting pitcher, Cade Povich. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Out to short. Tosses across to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Carlos Correa.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's Yordan Alvarez, fourth in the American League in batting average this year. Runner on the go, and that is out of play. Oh, 1 now. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Cowser going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Isaac Paredes will hit next. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike one. Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Set down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. So the Astros lead 1, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And into the box for Baltimore, Luis Arias. Garcia back to work. Gets the call. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And it's even up.
1 strike.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
To the right side. Walker takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So digging in, Will Brennan. Brennan wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And that's fouled off. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Nope, he held back. 2-2 on the way. He goes down looking. Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first, and the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and here comes Carlos Correa. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Late swing fouled off. Inside, just missed. And that one ripped to left. That's down. One hops off the wall.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. No score here in the second. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure,
Correa goes on the ground to third. Here's Holiday for one, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Adley Rutschman. Rutschman, a former All-Star, 28 years old. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Next pitch is outside. Line drive. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Back to the top of the lineup, Brent Rooker, the next to hit for the Orioles. Foul ball there. Man at second. Gets him to chase after that one.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. Our 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
That's the ball.
Rutschman over at second, one down. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two now. Caught him looking for the K.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. In there at the knees.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a curve misses outside, ball 1.
2 strike.
And a pitch. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Struck out looking his first time. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And that's outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Luis Arias next at bat for Baltimore. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 1 and the Astros nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rooker on the move to the gap. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Jimmy Crooks.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
In the dirt, 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that one is in the dirt. 2-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. That one almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. The shortstop takes a ball. That one misses. Now 3-1. And that's low for ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. Now snap throw to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning.
I travel by car, town to town, city to city, trying to reach the people and sell my CDs. This is my grind. sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay.
Back here in Houston, Luis Ariz stands in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Will Brennan. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Close, but called a ball. 2-0. Garcia. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Out to short, Pena. Handles, throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, first baseman Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's 0 for 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that one is gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. Out to short. He's out.
You're out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Up the middle, Pena. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering down in the dirt.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Paredes stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. There's a strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Nothing doing there. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Alex Vesia.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Brent Rooker digs in now. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swung on, belted. That one on its way. Going, gone. That one felt good, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
At the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. Out to center. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. And misses inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2 down, nobody on. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Two outs. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Orioles add one on the solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Houston, here's Carlos Correa. Singer, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Povich back to work. Late on that fastball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Cowser flashes the leather on the run and catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Walker batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. That one the other way, and he boots it. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over.
Yes. No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one fouled off. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1. And he pumps it a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat. He swings and fouls one off.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one pushed to the left and foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Mountcastle in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Mountcastle in his 7th season, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now 2-2. And that's outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Orioles 4 and the Astros nothing.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots
and we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Cam Smith.
We ain't talking money. We ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah, I'm bossing. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. I gotta eat. And I'm hungry. It's the crash test. And they the dummies. And they try to do it like me, but they can't do it.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And next to hit for Houston, Jimmy Crooks. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Povich ready to fire now. That's to third. Here's Holiday for 1. On a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So the Houston lineup turns over. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Did not go. On the ground to short, Henderson. No play, that's an infield single.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
So a man at first. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Hammered, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the
Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. 1 run across, rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the second baseman, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 2 in this one.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Strike 2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Up and in, and the count is 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
2-2. Line, and that's a base hit. Around third. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Richards.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Cowser, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just missed. The 1-2, and that's downstairs and outside.
Careful.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now batting, Right fielder, Brent.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And it hits the base of the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe. And they're up by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. He's already homered in this game. Off the plate inside. And that's ball 1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Squirts away a little bit. Man at second. Fastball for a strike. And now the count is even. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Henderson stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner at first. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
1 strike.
Throw to second. Save. Henderson stands at second with 2 gone.
That's the ball.
Ripped on a line. Smith makes the catch. And that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 6 and the Astros 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Tyler Rogers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now Correa up to hit, 1 for 2. The Astros in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right side, Rooker in position, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, first baseman
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Right back to him on the mound. Slinging it to first in time. Two down, bases empty. Now it's the DH, Mauricio Dubon. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
To the right side, Mountcastle. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Blueball.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And into the box for Baltimore, Luis Arias. He's already homered here in this one. Late swing, foul to the left.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Foul ball. Bounced up the middle. Paredes slings to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Now the left fielder, Will Brennan.
That's a ball.
The Astros have some action in their pen. Keenan Middleton getting ready to go. That's outside. Ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Pitch misses. 3-2 now. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
1 down. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's the strike. To short, could be 2. The turn by Paredes at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. Well, they make short work of them there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 6 and the Astros 2. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Rogers back to work. Outside low. Ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now the catcher up to hit, Jimmy Crooks. And it's fouled away. Right through there for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And a strike in there. Ground ball left side. Arise on to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 6 and the Astros 2. So they bring on the veteran, Keenan Middleton. He comes on for the 35th time this year. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. J.P. France, the young right-hander, up and throwing. And he dodges that fastball.
3-0.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Popped up. Pena under this one. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher
Adley Rutschman now at the plate. Middleton in his 8th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a foul out of play. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-1.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Alvarez makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder
2 down, base is empty. And now Brent Rooker.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. And that's a little bit high.
2-0.
Hit in the air out to center field. Myers in and to his right. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Orioles 6 and the Astros 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Slice to right. Gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at first with no outs here. Ball one there.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Myers gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hit in the air left field. Brings it in. 1 away. And now here is Isaac Paredes. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And the batter now, Carlos Correa. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. We've got ourselves a pitching change. Brian King.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Two on, 1 out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ripped on a line to center. Kowser pulls it down. 2 down. Astros down to their last out. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
And that is out of play. King is just 1 strike away.
1 ball.
Way
2
upstairs. And the count 1-2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering way upstairs. Good job to fight that one off. 2-2. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series.